Hey everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity, sending me some love telepathically, set attention to your mind, and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to Great Days. So this evening I'm gonna talk a little bit on the metaverse and its upcoming, and also the release of new hardwares, software updates, and how people are already getting trapped in the metaverse, and why you want to distance yourself from the internet, okay, to come into a much higher understanding of the universe rather than going to the internet to get your intelligence. All right, so let's get into this. Um, so the metaverse is pretty much a well, if you break the word metaverse down, it's pretty much it's like universe, and universe translates to one song. Metaverse is pretty much going beyond the verse, beyond the song, because the way I see it, metaverse is supposed to be like um, being able to go beyond what we were always within universally, so it's kind of like supposed to be a progression for humanity, right? But the metaverse is here to create a veil over a lot of things that are taking place, um, that they don't really want a lot of people to know about. So the metaverse is here to distract people from that. Just like your phone or the internet or even social media is here to keep you distracted, and to push the unessential and the unprogressiveness of humanity's evolution of consciousness. The metaverse is like a step up in that direction of unessentiality, you know, and a lot of people are already getting trapped within the metaverse, because they have their awareness on a certain space and time that the metaverse is going to integrate itself throughout, and then the person kind of gets encapsulated, because they're already positioned in that same integration that is taking place. So by this I mean people are getting trapped on social media sites. People are getting trapped um, in the various different algorithms that are supposed to be kind of entangling you further into using the internet, and they are it's kind of spreading multiversally, into people's lives. It's kind of like a corruption in a way. And the internet comes with a lot of corruption as well. There's a lot of malware, and you got to be aware or beware of this type of influence, because the internet, it can be dangerous. It's definitely not something to overlook all the time, because the internet can be something that can endanger you. So getting entrapped in something that is supposed to be beyond what we have always something that is beyond what we've been pretty much getting used to is a type of danger, because you're getting like you're investing yourself in this on another dimensional level that you barely understand, and then in that, on that dimensional level that you are barely understanding, there's a lot going on that is coming from people who are trying to keep you in a lower vibration or a lower density. So the metaverse is most definitely being used to keep people within a type of augmented or virtual cell. You know, when and by cell I mean like a prison cell, okay, a prism cell. But what you need to understand is that you can just you can stay off of, you can get out, or you can stay off of the internet or off of technology, and you can get in tune with the higher intelligence that doesn't involve technology usage all that much. And this is just the universe for what it is without technological usage, you know. Because your body is already a technology, your body is already a device, your mind is already a device. The technologies like cell phones and computers are our minds, or is the mind exteriorized, and or the soul exteriorized and integrated technologically, you know. And we wouldn't be able to make these technologies if it wasn't already within us to begin with. We wouldn't be able to exteriorize it and manifest it outside of ourselves if it wasn't already inside us naturally, you know. So all of the intelligence that you need is already within you without technology, or even without internet. You don't really need the internet, because the internet is superficial. It's just a very superficial network, when the cosmic network, something that is free for everybody to use via their body and mind, is much more infinite and vast than the internet work. And this is why you don't really need the internet all that much. I mean, right now, for where humanity is, people are getting very much they're getting very reliant upon the internet for communication, when communication over distances was always possible through things like telepathy, you know, or just connecting with each other through meditation. You know, we never needed cell phones to connect to each other and communicate. But then it got to a certain point where we became reliant upon the communication via the technologies, you know. And it's bringing our intelligence down, because there's a lot of corruption that comes with the technology, and the cell phone, and the metaverse is like a step up from what we have been used to. And then there's a whole lot of new danger in it that comes with it, you know, because the way I see it, the metaverse is like a fourth dimensional integration of the internet. Well, the internet is fourth dimensional, but once people start going into the metaverse virtually, like into virtual reality, they're going to be spending a lot more time inside the metaverse or inside the internet, and this is where a lot of danger can come in, and people are already there. I want to say like TikTok users, or even just mainly like social media users, they can get trapped in these what are they, reality loop kind of things, where they're just setting themselves up for living inside the metaverse, you know, which can be very unhealthy for your spiritual development, or maybe even your soul's development. But once again, the metaverse, you don't really need it, but it is going to boom, because they're already making new hardware to be able to augmentedly or virtually dive into the metaverse, and they're globally upgrading softwares to complement or go with the new hardware that's coming out. So most definitely there's going to be the global movement of the metaverse, you know, coming. And obviously I want to say the fourth industrial revolution is also coming. This is going to greatly digitalize or make everything digital, basically, is what I'm trying to say, which is a whole new industrial movement, you know, because it brings in a whole lot of efficiency to the system that they already have going. Um, but I would say what is best is to avoid it. Don't get trapped in any type of algorithms that are leading you to live in the metaverse, because the way they want it is where you're gonna basically start virtually diving into it, and then they're even creating like home hubs where you have a virtual home, and if they're creating a home hub, chances are you're going to be spending 8 hours or more in that virtual home until you're sleeping in that virtual home, you know, and then you're working there in the virtual home, and and you're not catching any actual sunlight anymore, you know. So this can lead to a whole neurological sickness in itself, but it could also be a saving grace of humanity. Who knows where it is going? It can be the synthetic means to being able to ascend into a natural evolution once again. Um, but who knows where it's going? Okay, that's pretty much going to be it for today's video, or this evening's video. I hope you all did enjoy. Um, my advice: avoid the metaverse, stay in nature as much as you can, but stay safe as well. Okay, so peace out, one love, and have a great evening.